Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're having a lovely day. I am Kate in Fantasylands, and this is the Bookworm Challenge where I have to read and do absolutely everything in Genshin Impact. However, today is of course a more normal day in Genshin Impact because it is the new patch and Varka is here and there are so many exclamation marks. I feel so threatened by them. Anyway, the plan for today is very simple. I want to do Varka's quest. As soon as I finish Varka's quest, I want to do pulls. Lots of pulls on my main account. Not here, of course, because here I have to save. I have to save for Nahida, and I want to guarantee her. I cannot take any chances with not getting her the moment she reruns. That's the plan. So, oh my, so many things. This won't matter. Actually, I will not pull on the weapon banner.
People ought not be so...
Yes, Plinz, I know. What's happened here? Okay. Envisage decos. Yeah, okay. Think that's about it. Okay. Without waiting any further, let's go for Varka's quest. I've been waiting so long for this. I've been so excited about it, and especially since there were so many references and so many things alluded towards his quest this time. Before this patch in Notcry, I can't wait anymore. And I almost forgot to start the timer. Okay, let's go. Okay, with the event art, yes. Lupus Majoris. Okay, let's go. Lupus Majoris chapter. Oh, wait. Hi. I hope you're having a lovely day. And I hope you're excited for Varka's story quest. If you have not played it and you don't want to spoil yourself, please don't stay. Can I hear myself? Okay. I was about to say, is my microphone working? Okay. Varka's story quest, start. Through relentless battles, the calamities that once ravaged the north have been quelled. The fate reflected on the scry glass seems to have been rewritten, and the hour of the expedition's triumphant return draws near. Yet, a frigid wind rises from the abyss, laden with wolf howls and the stench of blood, seeking to bar the knight's path home. This is the final expedition. By the sword shall the knight's way be carved. By the heart shall the knight's vow be sworn. That sounds so cool. Okay, we were set for awesomeness with the trailers and with everything that we've seen with the Knights of Avonius here in Notcry. But this sounds epic. Let's go. Accept quest to those who embark on the expedition. Okay. 2 minutes. Story quest. Triumphant warrior. View letter. Through everyone's united efforts, the abyssal calamity in the north seems to have been quelled. The day of triumph draws near. Let's absolutely focused mode. Genshin has the tendency to stop quests in the most ridiculous places if you don't have focused mode on, so absolutely focused mode. A letter carried by the wind. It still sounds so strange when I see to Bookworm. To the traveler. Hey, long time no see, my friend. What's that? You say we just met recently? For a heart
Way
that always...
too long since I last had some candy. My brain's grinding to a halt, like a rusty machine.
I know, I'm trying to read...
Oh, that's it! I'm having 5 whole crumb.
Okay, I know. Please just eat in quiet. Eat in silence, please. For a heart that always misses its friends, every second feels like an eternity. And after such a grand adventure in Notcry, you must have gathered quite a few stories along the way, yes? Are you perhaps looking for a note friend to talk to? Do you happen to need a bard? One who can turn your tales to verse? If so, come and catch up with me at Starsnatch Cliff. The wine is poured and the strings are already tuned. A bard. Okay. This is Venti. It has to be. It's not only a bard, but he also talks about wine.
Oh, it's from the tone-deaf bard. Apparently, he wants to hear all about our adventures in Notcry. Maybe we can get some tasty treats out of him in return. Come on, let's go to Starsnatch Cliff.
Yes, let's go. Wait, Starsnatch Cliff? All the way back to Mondstadt? But I thought that we would be doing things in Notcry. I mean, it's the return of Varka, right? Never mind. Let's go to Starsnatch Cliff, I guess. I love the music here so much. Even though Mondstadt has been besieged by the Abyss so many times, it still remains with that feeling of peacefulness. I love returning here. Okay, Venti, how are you?
Welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt? The Tumaini of Natlan? Or the great hero of Notcry?
Just call me by my name, the one and only Bookworm.
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Notcry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down.
News travels fast on the wind. But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth.
Up until now, the traveler has never said their name to anyone in Teyvat, right? It's kinda interesting that they're like, yeah, just call me by my name. I mean, the name I've chosen because you don't know my real name.
My wine and my lyre are at the ready. So please, traveler, take a seat and tell me your tale.
You tell Venti everything that happened in Notcry.
Amazing! Incredible! The Rapier of Solnari and the Doctor? Truly a tale for the ages!
I am still wondering, when I was doing all those, especially Archon quests in Notcry, there were so many scenes that they were not actually scenes, but like just explanations of what was going on, either on black screen or just with characters sitting around, and then the explanation, the narration goes on explaining what's happening or happened in the past. And I was wondering for a long time, who was actually speaking? Who is saying those words? And I was suspecting Nicole for a long time, because the other option was very scary, which was the Abyss, to be honest, considering that so many characters have the Abyss speaking in their head, putting all these ideas. But Could it have been Venti that is saying those things, or am I still overthinking all of that?
So I'm guessing the wild hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rehir of Solnari?
Maybe?
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the doctor, though.
There are still some vestiges of the wild hunt around, but not enough to pose a major threat.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right?
Right.
I haven't seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
I was gonna ask, you two have really met before?
Hooray! Paimon was wondering about that, too. He did call you Barbados. But weren't you still fast asleep back when he was in Mondstadt?
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside.
Venti, are you trying to be even more suspicious? He was half asleep?
It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Ha! They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Celestia was right there. Did you see in that small cutscene?
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
A boom, boom, boom.
Hey! Is that all you've got?
Wait, is that Varka's voice? No,
Oh, bring it on!
Lohen? I did not expect this. Is he like a madman?
like that.
Uh-huh.
Giving up already? You're not half as tough as Varka said.
I don't know what to think about him. Okay, let's see what this is all about.
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
Wait. I want to see if you can hear actually. Okay, I think all the sound is working fine, but if it doesn't, please tell me.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti?
Oh, so Lohen has not seen him before.
I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Oh, so you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
And why are you searching for him? Does he know about Venti? I would have tried the angel share. I would have gone to the cat's tail. Yeah. I think he goes to the angel share, to be honest, because he doesn't want to get near the cats, as far as I know.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair? You must be the honorary knight, and Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius, and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw you in Notcry either.
Because he left a bit earlier than the other ones. That's what Varka said, at least.
That's probably because when the wild hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all.
He's all about fighting monsters and nothing else, isn't he?
Then, once the wild hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did Varka send you back?
Don't tell me he sent you to, bring more wine.
Deliver some letters.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say deliver a letter. No, it was not.
There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them in total.
Okay, I was right.
Jeez! How many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lolan? He should just hire a full-time mailman already.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with... Sir Writes a Lot!
Poor Varka, he doesn't even want to read a lot, let alone write a lot. Another day, another nickname, huh? Tone deaf part, no! I don't want to co-vent that.
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. So, tone deaf or not, I wear the title of bard with pride. And I consider Sir Writes a Lot to be quite a compliment.
Wait, really? Darn it! Maybe Paimon should come up with some harder-hitting nicknames for these two.
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I right?
Oh, he's cryo! I just noticed. That's very interesting. I would have not guessed cryo for him. Okay.
You sure are. To use the Grand Master's own words.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. These days, I think he goes by Venti. Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or maybe try your luck at the Thousand Winds Temple.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, Ruin Guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here the second I got back to Mondstadt.
Okay, he's a total badass. A ruin guard is just a punching bag. Understandable.
That Varka is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
So, what does the letter say?
Oh, he also said to remind you to write back.
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back this time... I'll need some time to mull over my response.
I don't trust this.
Varka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe you can head into Mondstadt and deliver the rest of them first?
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
I doubt it.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this homeward-bound wanderer to the city? I'm sure some of the recipients of Varka's letters will turn out to be old friends of yours, too.
I have no objections, but I'm so lost. I thought this whole quest would be us in Notcry with Varka so he can make his way back to Mondstadt and he will be fighting with the Bloodstained Knight. And okay, I have no objections.
Let's go! It's been a while since Paimon's done any guide work.
Thank you so much, Honorary Knight. And you, Miss Guide.
Okay.
The Abyss. The Wild Hunt. Andreas.
I knew that there was more to that letter.
Get home safe, Varka.
But we have to be there with him.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me?
Probably a lot of people, Varka. Interesting. Is Varka going to...
Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be terrible.
Sure, Varka. Is Varka going to actually do all of these things on his own? and the traveler in the meantime will be in Mondstadt? That would be very weird. I mean, I don't know if you have noticed, but recently there have been more and more times in which we, as the players, are playing not as the traveler but as someone else from their own point of view, without the traveler taking any part in the quests. Like the one that immediately comes to attention, the one that I remember immediately, is the investigations with Nefer and with Yehoda. Both, when doing those investigations, the traveler appeared just at the very end. And now? Varka alone?
Grandmaster, bad time to get distracted.
Are they literally in the middle of a battle?
Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, it's just a few stragglers. They're no real threat to us. This expedition is almost over. We just need to deal with these final few targets, and then we will make our triumphant return!
Oh, I am playing with him. Okay. I have no idea how to play with him.
Stormwind!
Okay. Oh. I am usually not a great fan of Claymore characters, to be honest. But it's so cool. Oh, I'm so happy I'm going to pull for him.
Stormwind!
The animation is so smooth.
Without the ray here of Sonari to direct them, it seems like all that's left is their primal urge to destroy.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is...
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Yes, Grandmaster!
We meet again, Andreas.
This is a piece of his soul, no?
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago?
Why is our vision kind of reddish from time to time? It's not exactly the glitch that sometimes plays, but something different.
Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly after all.
And why is Varka suddenly alone? What happened to the other knights?
It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andreas!
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andreas is a little too ostentatious.
Is that why he has the other name Boreas?
Might be better to go by...
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice. Corruption. Iniquity.
Why is he speaking in this way?
Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever?
Up until now, the only times there is this kind of, let's call it talking, is with the dragons in Natlan and also the angels. And Andreas gets one that is specific for him as well?
Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight.
This is the beginning of the quest? Okay. If they put me back to Mondstadt with the Traveler, I'll be very sad.
That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up on wine for the celebrations.
No! Get me back to Varka, please.
P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to make sure no one's regressed. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
Were they actually individual letters?
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sir Writes-A-Lot is really living up to his name.
Why did he send one to the Traveler in Mondstadt if the Traveler was in Notcry? I don't understand it.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to each of us. Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Oh my. Oh, Jean is not happy.
Jean? Oh, yes. That's our Grand Master for you.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share. Allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel. But I'd say there's a 50-50 chance he's just there for a drink.
The angels share intelligence from the Church of Favonius?
Paimon bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these are there too as well!
So he's probably with Dahlia and Rosaria?
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to deliver to Wolvendom. This one, I was planning on delivering personally. I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself to me, too.
He just wants to fight, like this is the only thing in his mind. I like it.
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
Clearly, something is bothering Jean. I should talk to her before going to the Angel's Share. Wait, can I talk with everybody?
Grandmaster offered lots of advice in his letter regarding my recent assessments. I didn't think he'd spare a thought for that kind of thing in the middle of an expedition.
Does she have a different voice?
So, honorary knight? If you have the time, do you think you could help me out with my special training?
Of course. Oh, do my best, Noel. Wait. Is it just Noel around here? Yes, I have not taken any of these books. I will have to take them and then read them for the challenge.
He wants to test me to see if my skills have regressed? I still haven't forgotten how he went easy on me last time.
Oh my Eula.
I'm assuming you must have seen him going all out before. When the time comes, you'd better keep an eye on him for me.
Varka is in a lot of trouble when he returns, I guess. Eula, I bet Jean as well. Let's see what Liso is going to say.
Ah, the Grand Master. The archives are filled with documents awaiting his review. I'm not letting him run off again until he's finished dealing with every last one.
He's definitely in a lot of trouble. And hi to the new people. I hope you're having a lovely day.
On another note, have you spoken to Jean? I hope she'll finally be able to relax a little once Varka returns.
I highly doubt that. I kind of feel like if Varka returns, she'll have like double the work. I mean, Varka is amazing, but I feel like he's a bit like the teammate that just makes your work even harder when it comes to writing stuff. Okay, many Knights of Favonius.
Okay, we'll deliver these letters to the Adventurers Guild and the Cat's Tail. You can just handle the ones for the Angel Share.
The expedition is finally wrapping up. Oh, I hope the maps I made on our way there are good enough to get them safely home.
I hope so too.
Hello.
The Grand Master wrote in his letter that the Boom Blossom Bombs we sent worked really well. He wants to know if we've made any more.
Uncle Varka's coming home? Yay! I can't wait to go outside and play with him!
Oh my, Jean, in your letter, I bet there is... Wait. Jean's letter is the one that we actually see Varka write at the end of one of the previous Archon quests. So she's not supposed to have Klee inside confinement right now. Varka said specifically, keep Klee out of confinement. I'm going to do the time for her because we might need the witches in the future as well. Is that why Jean is so annoyed right now? Or is there another reason? Wait. Did I talk with everybody? Okay, this is just a normal conversation. I did not see Albedo. Albedo should still be in Notcry, right? Or has he returned?
Honorary Knight, you're still here?
I'll be setting off shortly, but it seems like there is something on your mind.
Is it that obvious?
Uh-huh.
Huh? But Varka's coming back. The situation in Notcry is stable. Surely things are looking up.
Hi, Umar. I hope you're having a lovely day. If you haven't played, anyone who hasn't played the quest and doesn't want to be spoiled, by the way, please don't stay. You shouldn't spoil yourself unless you want to.
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished its strategic objectives. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor.
I really hope that's true about the Doctor.
And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grandmaster said to me before he left.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead.
Interesting. Can she train a Knight of Boreas by herself? I thought that each of them would have to be trained by the previous one, basically.
I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow.
Wait, is that why he wants to make sure that everyone keeps on with their training? Because he wants to make sure that there is a successor to that title?
Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need protecting. And some, well, some might not even want to be a knight yet. What's wrong? Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return.
I am wondering who he's talking about, that he doesn't want... that there is someone who doesn't even want to be a knight yet. Is it Diluc? Or somebody else? Oh, Shaya! Hi, how are you? I hope you're having a lovely day. What do you mean that bro doesn't want you to watch my streams? What? Oh, Also, there are spoilers here. If you haven't played the quest, please.
Until I return, I leave them in your care.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Shaya. It will be just today that I do the spoilery part. I think I'll finish the quest today.
He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. The title of Boreas could have disappeared from Mondstadt just as he did, but he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. Ravenwood's valor and swordsmanship earned him the wolf spirit's recognition. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, the title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation within the Knights of Favonius.
See, this all points to the fact that the title needs to be passed from the previous knight to the next one. So can Jean actually help train the next one if she's not the Knight of Boreas to begin with?
Wolf spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfendom?
Yep.
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god, and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. In the end, he chose to allow his power to become one with the land. This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt, but these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt, but Nodcry.
Yes, that's what we learned from the exploration in Nodcry. He was first there with the first angel, and she was the one that actually changed him initially.
Huh?
Could it be he set off from the royal court of the Seelie?
You don't seem surprised. Did you sense something in Nodcry? Once again, you do us proud, Honorary Knight.
Not only sense it, the traveler actually reaches that first court.
The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry, although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all nowadays. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, few are aware of it. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder whether it might somehow be related to Nodcry's Wolf of the North. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion toward the Four Winds among the people of Mondstadt. You experienced the turmoil caused by Duval and the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can understand my concern?
Yeah, absolutely.
No wonder Varka wasn't clear about his motives. Is that what he was worried about?
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nodcry, I now suspect that the Grand Master hadn't yet ascertained the true identity of our enemy at that time. And as it turns out, the calamity born in the north wasn't an ancient god, but rather the Wild Hunt and the Doctor. I guess we were both jumping to conclusions.
Oh, Jean. Well, always better to be over-prepared than caught off guard. Facing the worst-case scenario with no backup plan would have been far worse.
Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times of battle. It's a leader's responsibility to prepare for every possible contingency, even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action. I'm sure the Grand Master is relieved to know that it's in place.
Oh, I feel so bad for Jean. Okay. Oh, I thought we were getting back.
Thank you for being such a patient listener. I feel much more settled after talking with you. If you have any spare time, would you mind stopping off to say hello to the other knights? I'm sure they have all missed our honorary knight just as much as I have.
Yeah, I've already said hi to pretty much everyone. The lookup is for the sword from Noel, right? I wonder what Varka... It will be so funny if Varka returns and the sword falls on his head.
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the Angel Share now.
Oh, I don't think there is any chance that Varka doesn't survive. You know, the altercation with Andreas. But, just for fun, who do you think would be the next Knight of Boreas if Varka is no longer here? Which is absolutely not going to happen. Is it going to be Diluc? As the one that they alluded that he doesn't even want to be a knight right now? Or do you think it could be Noel, who isn't even a knight yet? I think... Or do you think Lohen? I don't think it will be Lohen. He seems to be mostly, oh, I want to fight kind of guy. And I think you need a bit more to be a Knight of Boreas. I would bet on either Diluc or Noel.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then drain out the water before adding the other ingredients. How's that for a secret recipe? Maybe it's worth a little intel in return.
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something a little more substantial if you're serious about trading.
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk so loudly? Especially if you're supposed to be exchanging confidential information.
I love it. I love how he's calling them out.
Kaya! Rosaria! Diluc! Paimon knew we'd find you here.
Looks like it's about to get even noisier.
A little liveliness never killed anyone. Traveler, Paimon, what brings you our way?
I have a letter for each of you. You deliver Varka's letters to their recipients.
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolutely no excuse for his crimes.
This is for Diluc.
I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
Yes, I also know that you work for Nefer. Would be so funny to hear.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grand Master is still refusing to drop it?
He nags like an old man. It's hardly surprising.
Huh? Drop what? What's this about?
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, Varka came here to chat with me over a drink. I failed to avoid him. He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius, and I declined. He expressed his regret about everything that happened, and asked me to reconsider. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skipped a lot of details. There's clearly more to it.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past. Dragging them back up now serves no purpose.
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go. You and the Knights of Favonius were constantly at odds.
I wasn't seeing the full picture. I've had a lot of time to reflect since then.
He has changed his opinions about the Knights of Favonius?
But my answer remains unchanged. I'm not rejoining the Knights of Favonius. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are too upright and honorable. I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone on the outside to keep watch vigilantly.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said. But don't you think someone can keep tabs on things from the inside?
Also, can't the traveler keep tabs on the outside?
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on the surface.
You think so? Never mind the knights. Have you honestly ever been bound by the rules of the church?
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the church and not the knights to begin with?
Why? What's the difference?
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to tell.
They're not arguing. They just have different ways of protecting those around them. I couldn't agree more with that statement, but I wonder what the Church of Favonius actually does. I've never actually thought it carefully. But the Church of Favonius is just as suspicious as everything else in Mondstadt, including Venti. Like, why do they have a nun, Rosaria, that just goes around and protects the city in very interesting ways? And why is that apparently within the rules of the church? They have Dahlia, the deacon, who actually knows who Venti is, even though Barbara doesn't know who he is. And Dahlia continues to, venerate Venti, even though he knows who he is. It's all so suspicious.
Oh, kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about. The more ways they have to protect their home, the better. Huh? Traveler?
The traveler is thinking just as much as me. Hi, Daniel. I hope you're having a lovely day. Rosaria is a secret agent. But of the Church of Favonius? Like, we know that Diluc is basically an agent of Nefer, or at least a very close collaborator of Nefer. But Rosaria, does she have some other organization that she's a part of? I wonder if this is exactly what Varka was hoping for. Okay, I'm very interested in everything here, but I'm itching to return to Varka, honestly. Okay, let's talk with Kaya.
What should I report back to the Grand Master on? Let me think. Public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh, and a review of the latest vintages. I think I'll leave it at that.
That's the important part, isn't it?
My reply won't be a long one, as usual. I'm sure Varka won't be surprised.
Is he going to write just no? No, thank you. Wait, is Rosaria up here? I don't know where I'm supposed to look for her. Yeah, she's here.
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing. When I write back, I'll tell him to quit making trouble for other people.
Oh, Rosaria, actually that would be appreciated. I would have liked to be there with him when he fights the wolf.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey. Mostly so we could come say hello.
Besides, I wouldn't really call that an argument. You just have different ideas on how to protect Mondstadt.
So you see what's really going on here? All three of us fell for that old rascal's scheme far too readily.
Excuse me?
Huh? Scheme? What do you mean? Was Varka lying in his letters then?
Is he a master manipulator like Flynns?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine, as was his offer to welcome Diluc back. There are people like Kaya and I, and then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Those people are the most susceptible to being driven to extremes by great upheaval. It's happened in Mondstadt before. Not only that, but it happened to a Knight of Boreas. That'll really hit home for Varka. And that's why his nagging is even more persistent than usual.
A champion of justice driven to extremes. You're saying that happened to a Knight of Boreas?
Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly been extinguished twice in history. The first was at its inception. The second was the case I was alluding to.
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this? Wait, and then we got caught up talking about the expedition, and we never got around to the second time.
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering on. The second crisis in the Knights of Boreas lineage. It was 500 years ago. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of them have been truly recognized by Lupus Boreas over the past millennium.
I wonder why Rhine-daughter made the wolfhounds, by the way. I mean, why did she make them into wolves? If there is so much going on with Andreas and he has so much not so clean backstory before he became Andreas, I wonder if he used something from those wolves that he was leading back then to create her Rift Hounds.
Of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and Varka himself. But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest Knight of Boreas who ever lived. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
His still reminds me so much of Child. Like his design? Like, this is what a truly evil child would look to me. If that makes sense. I don't know if that's just me.
Yikes! Bloodstained Knight? That sounds a little ominous.
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight, but he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago, including his tutor and mentor, Rostam.
Now that I think about it, his story is quite similar to Ilua's, because Ilua lost so much, and yet, at the very end, he managed to withstand the Abyss's voice.
The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight into the Blood-stained Knight. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. To this day, no one knows his final whereabouts. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of obsession, or whether he was already too far gone to save. But had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back, perhaps things would have turned out differently. So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is to let him know you're not alone.
That's actually really heartwarming. You know, this is a bit of real world talk, but I can understand this feeling of kind of not wanting to join a place because maybe deep down you don't believe that you are deserving of that place or that organization. So if you have someone who keeps telling you, come, we will welcome you, even if you never join, even if those voices in your head never subside, it is still worth it, if that makes sense. It still makes a huge change.
After all these years, he's still as persistent as ever. Just like how he used to be with me.
Used to.
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Paimon had the wrong idea about him.
I really wonder if they will ever do more for Rosaria's story. It feels like that character has a lot more to offer.
Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. Wasn't Andreas a god in Mondstadt thousands of years in the past? If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago? Plus, Paimon's super curious about what happened to Roland.
Yeah, Paimon is right. The timeline doesn't make sense. Shall we go get answers straight from the horses? Or Wolf's mouth? We can meet up with Lochen in Wovendom while we're at it.
That's a great idea! Jean said he hasn't been showing himself much lately, but he always seems happy to oblige whenever you show up. Let's go!
Okay, let's go. Oh, everything's back to normal? Wait.
What should I report back to the public order inside the city?
Yeah, this is the
Monster
same.
activity
Okay.
in the wild? Oh.
Okay, only the same conversations. Let's go to Wovendom.
What's going on here? Was Wovendom always like this? Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
There was the purplish mist, like the Wild Hunt.
The Wild Hunt? What are they doing here? Watch out!
Okay, let's fight them. They don't know that Flint's also came to Mondstadt. They can't catch a break from him.
Observe. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Oz, reveal thyself!
Are you quite finished? Observe. Close your eyes. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Let's go, let's go. Oh, it's still alive. Come on.
By royal decree. Yeah.
Close your eyes. Night falls.
Are you alright?
Stay alert. There is something nearby.
Oh no! What now? There better not be more wild hunt monsters!
Lochen? Wait, that was me. That was me saying Lochen. Lochen? Was he fighting? Or was he watching the fight? What were you doing here?
You scared Paimon stiff! She thought you were...
His eyes are very suspicious.
Stop right there! Answer me this. The 2 letters I gave you, who are they for?
Wait, he thinks that we're Wild Hunt.
2 letters? Wasn't it 3?
Yeah, Kaya, there were 3. Kaya, Diluc, and Rosaria.
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Wait, what are you trying to say, huh? Huh?
He's saying you passed the test. We are not Wild Hunt imitations.
Paimon passed a test? Really? Ha! She didn't even realize she was taking one!
Take the win, Paimon.
You may dispense with your suspicions. The wolf pack has borne witness. They fought against the aberrations that encroached upon this land. And our attackers showed no ability to disguise themselves this time.
I love this voice.
Ah, a familiar scent. Come, I will await you at the usual grounds.
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you, I guess I should apologize for doubting you just now.
It always pays to remain vigilant. Were you attacked by the Wild Hunt too?
Sure was. Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry didn't go to waste. Turns out the Wild Hunt all feel the same when you stab them. They didn't stand a chance.
He's awesome. He has like one thought in his mind, which is fight, and fight, but it's awesome.
Something seems wrong with that old wolf, though. Go on. You should check on him.
Won't you come with us? You have no idea how scary Boreas was as a boss when I started Genshin. I didn't know that you could see where he's going to attack you from when he does his running and then attacks you very hard. And I kept getting hit again and again. It was terrifying. And then I learned the trick, and it wasn't so scary anymore.
Lupus Boreas, not injured. Why so weak? Am I not strong enough?
I don't think there's a correlation between these two things. Is it because a part of his soul is still in Notcry? And what would happen if that part of his soul, if that is what it is, kind of gets stronger? Would it want to overtake kind of the existence of Boreas? Because there aren't supposed to be two of something in Teyvat, right? That was the problem with Durin.
You are not to blame. With your Iron Claw, you successfully blocked their attacks. However, their assault went beyond the mere physical world.
Ah, so it was the Wild Hunt that was the problem.
They followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. They sought to corrupt the territory I protect. But I shall not let them succeed without a fight.
A trail starting in the north. So they came from Notcry?
We meet again, human Lupical.
So, are you saying that the Wild Hunt we just got attacked by came all the way from Nodcry to Mondstadt? How is that even possible?
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the god Andrias' soul, the source of this turmoil. I can sense it. It lies in the north. It is the part of me that remains in Nodcry, from whence I came.
Huh? Now Paimon's even more confused. How can he be in two places at once?
Are all gods like this? Do you all like to split yourselves into multiple parts? That sounds like such a personal question. But also, I don't think they like to split themselves into multiple parts, but rather are at some point are punished to be split into multiple parts. Or maybe they decide to do it for some specific reason. Like Columbina decided to do this because that was the only way for her to have an anchor in the real world of Teyvat when she went when she was in that space that was the dark side of the moon.
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods.
And what about you, Venti? Is all your soul intact? Or what have you done?
The Wolf King, Andrias, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants of his soul would have survived till the present day.
Huh? The bard's back?
He doesn't know who Venti is.
Tone Bard? What are you doing here?
Maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it appears that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past. And our wolf friend doesn't seem too keen on recounting it himself.
Half the Knights of Favonius already know who he is. Why can't Lochen know as well?
Who better than a bard to do the honors? Lord Boreas, do I have your blessing to share this story?
As you wish.
Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Seelie Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to his home and set off for the city to the south.
Ah, it's so pretty. It's very interesting first that they are adding all of these that you get to do only as world quest in the previous patch, and now it's part of the main story. Which is good because many people may ignore the world quests, which is a shame, but it's the truth probably. But do you remember what I was talking about? How in Not Cry especially, there are all these scenes in which the player literally has to read out the narration while we are shown a small scene of just people doing their thing, or a black screen, and then we read what is happening or what has happened. And I was wondering who was talking in those narrations. Who is the real character who does the narrations? I am getting more and more suspicious that that is Venti. That he is spinning our whole story in Teyvat.
As the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent, Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that given by the reclusive king in his tower? The wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to the frozen north. There, in a palace long since abandoned by its former master, the great wolf closed his eyes and slept. 500 bitter winters passed, then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until a night stumbled in from the cold, just as Lupus Boreas had once done at the Seelie Hall, and awoke him at long last.
Wait, he was in Mondstadt and then returned to Not Cry?
The knight asked the wolf to join him on a journey south, to see once more the land that had all but faded from his memory. The gentle wolf, unwilling to refuse the human's earnest plea, split his soul into two halves and left his home once more. Seeing how the ice and snow had given way to verdant plains, hearing the laughter and song that now filled the once somber city, the aging Lupus Boreas turned to his friend, the god of Animo, and remarked, "So, this is the world the humans dreamed of."
That is such a suspicious line. The world that humans dreamed of. As if it was made into reality?
Though the knight's journey was not yet over, the wolf chose to bid farewell to his companion here.
Is this supposed to be like a walnut shell?
He had written the end to his story. What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Everything he was, he gave unto the world. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale. Lord Boreas, is there anything you'd like to add?
There is no need for you to ask that question.
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that knight 1,000 years ago, and then, for the sake of the new Mondstadt, you...
you need not feel remorse on my account. That was my answer, my decision. If anyone should feel regret, it is the part of me who remained in Notcry. I fear Andreas has not found peace in his heart even to this day.
But when we fight the boss here in Mondstadt, doesn't it say Andreas as well?
That is surely why those vile aberrations were able to exploit his weakness, sowing the seeds of all the turbulence that has ensued.
But we followed Boreas' trail in Notcry. We investigated and discovered no signs of instability.
Andreas should still be slumbering by the lakeside. Perhaps all the recent turmoil in Notcry has had unforeseen consequences. And there's more. I detect another familiar scent from across the ley lines. A scent that reeks of blood.
Would it be Roland, the bloodstained knight?
Oh, the White Knight who became the Bloodstained Knight? The mightiest knight of Boreas? But wasn't he from 500 years ago? You think he's immortal or something?
Or managed to get a curse? Or was tainted by the abyss?
I remember him as just a man. His lifespan should be no longer than any other of his kind. But before he severed his connection to Boreas, his final destination, it was the ancient kingdom of Conria, as you call it. Beyond that, I know not if he lived or died.
Andrea, 500 years ago.
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll have to make another trip to Nodcry yourselves.
We're going.
As luck would have it, another old friend of ours just so happens to be free right now. If you ask him nicely, he might give you a lift. That could save you a lot of time on the road.
Wait, is he talking about the Valin? Okay, that would be awesome to fly with the Valin to Notcry. But I can teleport there. Venti, I am faster.
No wonder I can suddenly sense the east wind's presence.
If even Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, Nodcry must be in real trouble by now. I hope Varka can handle it.
Varka? Is he in danger?
Oh, Razor is also a good candidate for the next Knight of Avonia, Knight of Boreas, right? He's literally trained. Well, he was trained by Lisa and Varka and Boreas, so who better?
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down. I fear he only has room to carry one person, along with perhaps a diminutive companion.
I understand. I'll go.
Alright, wish it could be me, but I accept that we should send our strongest warrior to fight Nodcry's battles. I'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that try harassing Mondstadt. It'll be a good chance to try out some new moves.
Can we please get Loken to meet Child? I think that would be a very funny interaction. That would be just fighting and nothing else.
I stay in Mondstadt too. With Traveler's help, Varka will be safe.
Razor, give me your iron claw. Golden-haired traveler, give this token to the current Knight of Boreas.
What's this?
It is a wolf spirit. It contains my power and thoughts. Though I have given him a piece before, this should bring him new strength.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
But human hearts and flesh cannot bear the soul of a wolf directly. It would be akin to forcefully merging a human and a wolf into one being. They would descend into chaos to prevent the entanglement of souls. The most I can do is temporarily house my power and thoughts within claws and fangs wrought of steel. Although, truth be told, that knight does not lack for power. What he needs more is the thoughts within. But I shall leave this for him to explain.
Is it safe to separate a piece of the wolf spirit at a time like this?
The great wolf king of the north remains strong for now. Besides, do I not have the protection of my Lupacol?
Yeah, but you just took away his weapon.
I will protect Lupacol. The North and Varka, I leave to you.
Razor, I hope you have another weapon and please be careful.
Just give me the word whenever you're ready.
Okay, they have to show us flying with the Valin.
I can read Varka's letter. I will try my best to write a reply.
A wolf's claws make poor instruments for writing human words. But that token will suffice to convey my thoughts.
Good luck, Razor. You have no weapon and you have to write a letter. I'm so sorry.
I sure didn't expect my experience fighting the wild-hunted Nodcry to come in handy back here in Mondstadt. Almost makes me wonder if this was the reason I was sent back. Also, how come that bard knows so much, and what was he doing at the Thousand Winds Temple?
Oh, Lochen. Ask anyone in the Knights of Favonius, they'll tell you probably.
Well, whatever. I don't really care. As long as I get to do some fighting. I'm looking forward to trading blows with Lupus Boreas when he's fully recovered. I bet he'll wipe the floor with me.
Does he like to fight? Or does he like to get beaten? Lochen, are you okay? Okay, Venti, let's go.
Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground running when you get to Nodcry.
About the Wolf of the North.
The root of this turmoil lies with the remnant soul that Andrius, dominator of wolves and god of the North Wind, left in Nodcry. He once left Nodcry and braved the blizzards to confront the god of storms and claim the right to rule. Yet even as the tower fell, he chose to abandon his claim. Instead, he returned to the north and slumbered for 1,000 years before finally journeying back, under the name of Boreas, with the first knight of Boreas to witness the new face of Mondstadt. When the wolf spirit could no longer maintain his physical form, Boreas chose to pour his power into the ley lines. With that, he became the North Wind of Mondstadt, as he is still known to this day. Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground running when you get to Nodcry.
About Roland.
500 years ago, Roland seemed destined to become the mightiest knight of Boreas ever to have lived. But he was too pure of heart. He believed firmly in his own ideals of chivalry, vowing to eliminate all injustice from the world. But the world had never been perfect and pure, nor would it ever be. Neither his mentor, the wolf pup Rostam, nor the Grand Master, known as the Lion of Light, could persuade him to temper his obsession.
Wait, has the Lion of Light been mentioned before?
But what was the scent that reeks of blood that Lupus Boreas sensed? And what is its connection to Conria and the Abyss? Perhaps you will uncover the truth in Nodcry. Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground running when you get to Nodcry.
About the token and the wolf spirit.
The soul of a wolf is as unyielding as ice, and Andrius is a master of molding and shaping it. His people once drew great strength and wisdom from the wolf spirit, but human hearts and flesh cannot contain the soul of a god. Attempting to place the wolf spirit in a human vessel would slowly devour their sense of self, even if Lupus Boreas did not intend for that to happen.
I wonder if that would happen if you put it in the Traveler's human vessel form. Because the Traveler was completely fine with one of the moon marrows. So she should be fine with the soul of a god as well, wouldn't she?
That's why Lupus Boreas developed the technique of imbuing weapons with his soul. It is his way of blessing his human Lupical with the wolf spirit's protection. In fact, there is an ancient song that tells this tale. A weapon once of common iron, now through friendship turned divine. Twixt man and wolf a bond was made, a power born within the blade. As much as he might claim not to accept humans, his actions sing a different tune. Oh, but keep that little observation between us, will you?
Okay.
Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground running when you get to Nodcry.
I'm good. Let's go.
All right. Over to you, Dvalin.
Ah, the feeling when you get when Dvalin flies over you. If I don't see the flight itself, I'll be very disappointed.
The Knight of Boreas awaits below. We must part ways here. Barbatos and I have other plans. We will meet you again later.
No, I wanted so much more.
Alright! Hey, wait! How are we getting down?
Simon, you can fly. Okay. I guess we're literally dropping. Wait. This is the next one, right? Triumphant... Wait, is it different? Oh, requests. Let me check. Oh, yeah, I can't check. Okay. Triumphant warrior in the Dreadshade Mire, not cry. Enter the fray. A colossal wolf spirit emerging along with the wild hunt bars the knight's homeward journey. The hour of triumph hangs in the balance. I start to think it was the same. Never mind. Let's go. Please don't kill Flins.
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
Grandmaster! It's...
Haha! Reinforcements! It's about time!
Honorary Knight reporting for duty, Grandmaster.
And Paimon too!
Let's cut to the chase. What's the situation?
We're just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taken care of now. Their leader's gonna have to make a decision soon. Fight or flight? What will it be, mightiest Knight of Boreas?
So he's actually truly leading the wild hunt right now.
As expected, this hastily summoned wild hunt horde is nothing but a disorganized rabble. A mere shadow of the forces gathered by the Rahir of Solnari. But they have served their purpose. I now understand your tactics, and you, in turn, understand mine. This is fair. This is the way of chivalry. Farewell, heir to the knighthood of Boreas. Whether you choose to resist me or not, I shall set right the injustices of this world. In the name of the blood-stained knight.
Wait, this actually says Roland. But not exactly Roland?
Guess they're retreating for now.
So that Wolf of the North lookalike, that was Andreas? But why would he be leading the wild hunt? And why was he talking about the bloodstained knight?
Have their souls merged in some way? Boreas was just explaining how he can't give a part of his power and thoughts directly to the human vessel. What if Roland has actually done exactly this to survive all these years? He has accepted a piece of Andreas's soul within himself.
Ugh, forget that. We can save the details for later. He was the enemy boss, right? Are we just gonna let him get away?
Ah, there's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a stalemate. Right now, there's nothing we could do about him.
Why? As strong as he might look, surely he can't be any stronger than the foes we've fought before.
True. We're still not certain of his true identity, but whether he's a god corrupted by the abyss or a legendary knight,
or both of those things,
killing him might be just about possible, especially now that you're here. The difficult part is, we can't kill him right now.
Huh? What do you mean? Is he immortal or something?
No. Judging from our skirmishes so far, I don't think he's got any special abilities of that caliber. Nor does he have the ridiculous level of power wielded by the 5 sinners. But, compared to Rerir, our current foe clearly has a better understanding of how to exploit Nodcry to his advantage, particularly when it comes to Andreas's remnant soul.
So what you're really worried about isn't so much the enemy himself, but the god remains.
Exactly. Sounds like you realize what the crux of the issue is. I managed to cut off a sample from our foe, which Albedo and Durin are analyzing as we speak. Meanwhile, our other allies should be making their way home from their own battles by now. Let's discuss this further when they're back. We still have some big challenges ahead before this expedition can finally be declared a victory.
Okay, I was so ready for battle. Okay, this one is already different. Fated warrior at the Favonius Keep Notcry. Attend the meeting at Favonius Keep. The scry glass reflects visions of the future. The wolf spirit harbors memories of the past. The threads of fate are ever changing. Why? Why, if fate is already decided in Genshin?
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
Why, if fate is already decided in Genshin, are the threads of fate ever changing? Also, what is Yehoda doing here? Yehoda?
Hey, good to see you again. Oh, Boss Sneff asked me to pass on a message. She went to see Lauma and Columbina at the Frost Moon Scions. Apparently, there haven't been any changes to that space the Rahir of Solnari's in.
That means the recent wild hunt attacks have nothing to do with Rerir, right? Whew, that's a relief. Paimon doesn't fancy facing him again.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be much of a trouble in the future. Rerir is now a broken man, however you look at it.
They're keeping a close watch on it just in case. With so many moon experts on the case, we're in pretty safe hands, huh? Oh yeah, Lauma and Columbina asked me to pass on a message too. Focus on the enemy you are facing. The moon will protect you all. Huh, you know something? These Knights of Favonius are paying me a pretty nice sum to deliver a few simple messages. Oh, Varka's a generous guy.
Why do they have so much money? Is that in Nefa? Interesting. It is. And Flynn's? Okay, I did not expect this.
Short distance propulsion module on cooldown. 15 minutes until next departure. Switching to chat mode. Hello there, Paimon, traveler.
Inefa? What are you doing here?
Varka placed a sizable order with the Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop. I know is hard at work producing the strategic reserve, while I am handling the deliveries. Secondly, I am also here to attend the meeting in her place.
Aren't you worried that all of this is happening and something could happen to her? I mean, it's very far from her shop, but nevertheless.
Huh? Flens! Paimon thought the Lightkeeper's rep would be Liyue or Nikita.
It's not like you to volunteer to attend the meeting.
You're quite right. However, Liyue and Nikita are both busy organizing the Ratniki's region-wide response to the recent attacks.
My, the Ratniki can't catch a break. First Rerir, then everything that happened with the professor and his subordinates, and now this? And that is excluding everything before the Traveler came to Notcry.
And since I'm well acquainted with everyone else here, I was the one they recommended to attend the meeting.
Oh, so you don't even want to be here.
Sometimes you don't get a choice when there might be consequences down the line.
Oh my Flins, you actually are very needed here, so please, do your job.
Hey, Honorary Knight. Looks like pretty much everyone's here.
Mm-hmm.
Beto and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to wait for them here?
Wait for the continue to mingle?
That works too. All right. You keep gathering intel.
There isn't anything that I've missed, right? I just want to make sure. Genshin has the tendency to put characters in the most ridiculous places where you can't see them easily. But I think I've talked with everybody. Right? No one is hiding around here in the tents. Wait, where are all there? Oh, they're here, okay. I was wondering where their Windwheel Asters went. Okay, let's go.
Hey, Honorary Knight. Beto and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to wait for them here?
Wait for the meeting.
Great. While we're waiting, could you update me on the situation in Mondstadt?
Of course. After updating Varka on the situation in Mondstadt, you explained the relationship between the god of the
And
North
that's where
Wind.
things stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Reikir of Solnari's control, but it has been reborn from the ashes and is now launching widespread attacks.
Why do they make something so quick? I can't read them.
Intel from the Frost Moon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected in the space where Rere resides. What we are facing here is a completely new foe.
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf. Andrius, god of the North Wind.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andrius' spirit, namely Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
See, I told you there was something to do with the soul of Andrius. So Roland has taken control of his spirit?
Whoa. Hold on. I'm completely lost. Isn't Roland some Mondstadter from like 500 years ago?
Uh-huh. I wonder when he seized control of Andrius' spirit. Because we still don't know why he survived for so long.
How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from 1,000 years in the past and the present-day Wild Hunt?
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organism sustains damage, relevant tissues will undergo changes to offset the loss of function. For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or, when a main artery is blocked, the collateral vessels become more active. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion a new one, fit for the present circumstances.
Oh, I wish they didn't use those things with the body examples. I'm really bad with... When I think about... Like, if I see blood in games and stuff like this, I'm completely fine. But when I think about what's going on inside our bodies and what can get wrong, okay, relax, let's go.
That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the bloodstained knight.
So that wasn't the real Roland, but rather an abyssal imitation?
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, it will never quite match the functionality of the original organ.
Okay, please stop talking about this.
The Roland replica can't possibly imitate Rerir's overwhelming power, nor his ability to disguise himself as others. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to compensate for this lack of power.
The replica corrupted and took control of Andreas as he slumbered by the bank of Eimsvartnir, ultimately manifesting as the giant beast that you all witnessed.
So the real Roland is long gone?
However, exactly why the Abyss chose Roland to mimic, and indeed how it was able to do so, remains unclear.
I would bet that Roland was corrupted by the Abyss at some point. Every single time a character shows signs of obsession, that's usually linked to the Abyss. Like Rerir, for example. Instead of love, it was, for a very long time, nothing more than obsession about being with Tolindis.
I guess he must have gotten caught up with the Abyss or Nodcry somehow during his wanderings through Teyvat. But we can keep those questions on the back burner.
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but what did you mean when you said we can't kill him right now?
We can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous than a living one. From intelligence gathered during the expedition, we have reason to believe that the power released when a god is felled can have catastrophic consequences for us mortals.
That is true. Like what happened when the Sod god in Liyue died, right? Everyone around her, when they killed her, was instantly killed and turned into Sod, right? Or like when the tower fell in Stormterror's lair.
Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, they will persist for thousands of years.
Like the Tatarigami on Yashiori Island and Tatarasuna. I haven't done many things from Inazuma, I'll be honest. That's where I have a black hole in terms of lore.
This land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add god remains to the mix, it'd be like adding salt to an open wound, placing everyone who lives here in perilous danger.
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by god remains in my database, there also appear to be cases of gods dying naturally with no ill effects. In Natlan, the passing of the Pyro-Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history, and even the part of Andreas who remains in Mondstadt has experienced death once before, has he not?
I would bet that the Pyro-Archon's a special case because it's a human that is dying. And Andreas, he's a special case as well because, as we learned just now, he let his power run into the ley lines to protect Mondstadt and be, in a way, reborn as the North Wind, right?
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas gave you a token to pass on to me? Please, present it now. It should help explain things faster. Come forth, Boreas!
This form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid I can accompany you no further on your journey. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into the ley lines of this land. Perhaps this is all that a wolf can hope to do for humankind. Do not grieve for me, for this is the end I have chosen. Instead, remember that one day, your wandering too must come to an end. Where and when shall that be? A final wish before I slumber. Sing me a song. That melody you so often hummed in the taverns.
Who is he talking to? And also, I think I've never noticed that he actually has actual wings. What was that? That's both the traveler and me saying that, by the way.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me.
That's very suspicious.
That was Boreas's final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his god remains.
That tune, it was not something you would hum in a tavern. That was like a chant in a church.
In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines. All to protect Mondstadt from harm.
Sounds like Andreas spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found, the decision he made, to Andreas' heart. Only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
To merge himself with the ley lines.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched, but since it was his own wish to begin with, it sounds feasible to me.
Wait, we already have a perfect solution? Then why are we even having this meeting? Let's go do this thing!
Because it won't be so simple, Yehoda.
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, this one thought alone is unlikely to be powerful enough to break through the Abyss's control and reach Andreas' heart. We need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger and more resilient.
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the abyssal corruption to Mondstadt's ley lines. He can't afford to send us any more of his power. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the first Knight of Boreas, many wolf spirit fragments were left behind along the way. If we can collect those fragments, we can use them to strengthen the decision to merge with the ley lines.
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random fragments? But they could be anywhere between Notcry and Mondstadt. It'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
You don't need to worry about that. There's a few fragments left to gather in Notcry, but apart from that, most of them are already inside this sword. I've been collecting them during the whole expedition.
That's what he's been doing! Okay. This answers so many questions that I had, because it, as I said before, it made no sense. He went through all these nations, and he was going for one specific calamity, then why not go exactly to Notcry, right? I mean, he literally went even to Natlan. He could have taken a boat to Fontaine and then straight to Notcry. He was collecting these. Oh, okay, this is so satisfying.
Huh? Wait, really?
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Each step of the way, we've been hard at work planning for every possible contingency. Not just the wild hunt in the Abyss, but ancient gods remaining in Notcry.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making. It's almost as if you foresaw the future.
Lindsay's a bit too perceptive.
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a glimpse of fate's reflection. But I can't take credit for it. It was all thanks to the help of a few friends. Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was brewing in the north. Had I known more, we could have saved a lot of energy.
Oh, Varka, you knew a lot more than you're letting on right now.
Instead, we've had to make best guesses, prepare for every possible scenario. If all that preparation went to waste, all the better for it. But anything that proved useful, we knew we'd be grateful for down the line.
And sure enough, now it's proving useful.
Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few wolf spirit fragments scattered around Nodcry, and use them to make the thought within this sword as strong as it could possibly be. According to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, his form was at its most unstable at the beginning of his journey. That means the fragments here should be the most powerful ones. But of course, we've been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Nodcry. First with the Wild Hunt, then with the Doctor. So, it wasn't until recently that we were finally able to confirm the status of the wolf spirit fragments. We now know there are 3 left to find.
Okay, so 3 more mini expeditions to go.
I managed to gather 1 fragment before Roland reappeared. I also have a confirmed location for the second, which I'll take care of in short order. As for the 3rd fragment, we've identified a general search area to focus on, but we'll need all hands on deck to pinpoint the exact location.
Oh, wow, you've made a lot of progress already.
The final snag is that since our foe is a replica of Roland, he too will be aware of Andrias' history. He's sure to try and sabotage our plans by any means at his disposal. So everyone needs to bring their A game.
With our foe being from Mondstadt, it's our duty as Mondstadters to defeat him.
And since the Wild Hunt is involved, the Lightkeepers will provide their full support.
The Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop will also help in any way we can.
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at some point. Didn't exactly scrutinize it though. I mean, who actually reads those things anyway, right?
Oh my, I love Yehuda so much with all her expressiveness.
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our friend from the Curatorium of Secrets will provide intel and relay battlefield communications. Looking at you, Yehuda.
He's not letting her escape.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the Wild Hunt and the shadow of an ancient god. I'm impressed by your courage, Miss Yehuda.
Vince is so savage, and he's having so much fun.
Rating for Yehuda updated. Higher quality ingredients will be used to prepare your future meals.
See, Yehuda, everything will be fine, as long as you survive.
Darn it! I should have known this payday wouldn't come that easy.
I'll deal with the second wolf spirit fragment, which we already know the location of. The moment you make any progress with Fragment 3, be sure to give me an update. Traveler, could you join me in retrieving Fragment 2? I have a feeling that your unique constitution might come in handy.
Sure. I was just about to ask what my job was. I will follow your lead, Grandmaster.
All right. Time is of the essence. Let's move out, people. Dismissed!
Okay. Let's talk with everyone then.
Remnant fragments of an ancient god. Thoughts stored inside a blade. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but I suspect there is more to Mr. Varka's plan than what he's revealed to us so far.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Then again, the enemy can harness the Wild Hunt to spy on us wherever we go. As our commander, I'm sure he has his reasons for choosing not to tell us everything.
I hope that he's not planning to sacrifice himself, though.
Yehuda, you dummy! You took the stupid job of your own free will! Oh, crying isn't gonna get you out of it!
Poor thing. She's literally in the corner crying.
Speaking of contingency plans, I now recall that Varka also made a contingency plan when he asked me to deliver that letter. Perhaps I should ask Aino to prepare some additional backup modules for me.
That would be very smart, Inefa. Please. Have contingency plans. You never know what could happen. Okay, I think those were all the people I could speak with. Let's go. Oh, it's so good when I have everything unlocked. Okay.
Didn't you say Fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight?
I couldn't... I thought this would...
Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and keep your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle?
Huh? Well,
Oh, I wanted to hear the rest. I was too fast.
Is this what we're looking for? What do we do with it?
I once got Boreas to explain to me how he stores his soul inside objects. All I need to do is transfer it to my sword. Just like back at the camp, but this time, you'd best step back a bit, just in case.
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either.
Why do you laugh?
Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this is all the proof you need that you have love in your heart.
He did all those things to protect people, and he doesn't even know that that is what love is?
I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends, you'll have found your own answer to the question of how to love.
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even if I am stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve in its name.
It was corrupted. I told you that obsession? The Abyss can corrupt so easily as soon as it notices that weakness.
Oh, sure enough. This place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. It wasn't enough to pose a serious threat. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage, it should still be usable.
So, that's why you brought me along. You want me to purify it.
Purifying the abyssal corruption would definitely be a safe approach. But that's not the only reason I wanted you to come. Could you try reversing the corruption? Not purifying it, exactly, but separating out the Roland part from the wolf spirit.
So he means that he doesn't want the traveler to basically absorb the corruption like usual? Does he know what the traveler does with the abyssal corruption?
So, keep the Roland part intact as well as the wolf spirit part? Why would you want to do that?
Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, to view Roland's memories. As they say, know thyself, know thy enemy. Understanding our foe is our surest path to defeating him.
This is a little unexpected. I've never even tried this before.
Let me think. How was it explained to me? Ah, yes. Focus on a single thought within the 1,000 winds. Capture that unique wisp before it blows away.
You and me both, Traveler. I have no idea what that means.
Ha 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 ha! Actually, neither do I.
Well, thank you. What?
Huh. tone-deaf bard would come up with when he can't think of anything meaningful to say. Wait, don't tell Paimon that's what actually happened.
But if the traveler can, at this moment, separate the abyssal and the non-abyssal one, energy or soul, that would mean that her mastery over the abyss is growing, no?
I thought it might mean something to you. Never mind. I'll explain it in more human terms. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct?
Yes, actually, sort of. But I wasn't the one doing the fishing.
If I'm not mistaken, the Night Kingdom was like a river flowing with concepts, and you were trying to capture the concept belonging to a particular ancient name. I'm thinking the same basic principles should apply here.
Okay, but back then, we had a boat and a net. This time, we don't have anything at all.
This wolf spirit fragment is like a puddle compared to the Night Kingdom. No need for a boat. As for a net, this is what I've heard.
It's kind of nice of the corrupted wolf spirit to just wait around and let us finish speaking.
Thoughts and emotions are like interwoven threads. They can create a net, or they can create a rope. They can separate love from hatred, and they can bind objects and events together. Thought is the anchor for a being's existence, through which emotions are drawn forth.
Okay, I think I'm kind of starting to get the idea. But maybe I'm not, it's hard to say. I feel exactly the same way.
Also, we barely know anything about Roland. How are we supposed to use thoughts to anchor him?
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks old and tattered.
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup Rostam, Knight of Boreas, from 500 years ago. It was meant for his disciple, the White Knight Roland.
That's a heck of a thing to have sitting in your back pocket.
After Rostam lost his life in the Abyssal Calamity, Roland left Mondstadt to wander Teyvat. Grandmaster Arundelen had wanted to deliver this letter to him, but trying to track Roland down was like chasing a shadow. He never did find him. And so this letter has been sitting at the Knights of Favonius headquarters ever since.
Quite the antique, then. But how exactly is it supposed to anchor Roland?
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure.
Hey, what happened to Mr. Plans for every contingency? You're just making this up as you go along.
What can I say? Some people like to wait till they've got all their ducks in a row before taking the first step, but I prefer to dive on in and plan as I go. I've been doing it that way for the whole expedition.
Maybe you shouldn't say this out loud, Varka, but you do you.
But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts? Can't hurt to give it a try, surely.
He's quoting Venti like all the time. We might as well see what happens. Wait, am I not going to read it? But I'm a bookworm, I have to read it.
Whoa, it actually worked?
But she is still absorbing the abyssal energy.
You really are making this up as you go along.
Yes, Paimon.
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed, just like he said.
Got him.
If what you say is true, the monsters I've slain, the justice I have sought to uphold, for mortals to escape this tragic fate, there's only one path. A great and ancient kingdom was wrongfully cursed, turning its inhabitants into monsters. The code of chivalry tolerates not such injustice. If Abyss be thy name, I pledge to you My loyalty.
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an end. With that, he bade his humanity farewell.
Whose voice is that?
I dare say you must find it quite ironic, Knight of Boreas.
What's happening? This is Kandrian. But why and who?
That I. Dainsleif? No. Bore a striking resemblance, but that wasn't him.
Was it Dainsleif's brother?
While we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be?
The visionary. Vederfonir. When there was this quest where we actually see through Nefer's chess set what happened in Kandria all those years ago, at the very end when Vederfonir had lost his eyes, he says that he just saw something. And we never know what that is. Could it be something that just happened? And hi to Mushroom Man, I hope you're having a lovely day. You thought it was Kaya? No. Definitely not.
So that's what happened. After leaving Mondstadt and wandering the land, Roland ventured underground and saw a revelation from the visionary. Once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the gods' judgment as the greatest injustice. So he surrendered himself to the Abyss, giving them his knowledge, his power, his everything. That's why the Abyss can replicate him.
Uh-oh. Does this mean we have to take on the Visionary this time?
I don't think so. No. The founder of the Abyss Order was once shown a revelation, based on his experience at least. The Visionary is unlikely to intervene directly.
I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy could see the future, both the Wild Hunt and Roland would be acting with far more lethal precision. But even without the Visionary's input, Roland still has an intel advantage we can't afford to underestimate. Every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes and ears. We need to think one step ahead if we want to outmaneuver him. And on that note, I have a plan I want to discuss with you.
Now? Why didn't you bring it up during the meeting?
Well, the fewer people who know, the less likely it is to get leaked. Besides, it wasn't a fully formed plan back then.
Yeah, that's the real reason, isn't it? Varka explains his plan.
That about covers it. Sorry to ask so much of you again.
Why can't I know the plan? I mean, no way, it's too dangerous.
No plan is free of risks. At least this one actually gives us a shot at fully eliminating the danger posed by this ancient god. Surely that's got to make the risk worth taking.
But there is no guarantee it will work. Whatever it is.
If I fail, Anselm and Albedo can take the reins. Not to mention we still have Jean in Mondstadt.
He's going to do something stupid.
Oh, there has to be another way. Like a backup plan?
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Hey! Are you guys done here yet?
Ish, yeah.
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retrieved the Wolf Spirit fragment here. Any progress with Fragment 3?
It's a total disaster! More Wild Hunt monsters than I've seen in my whole life! We need backup urgently! Come quick!
Come on, we're out of time. You'll just have to trust me on this one.
You're making too many decisions on your own. You're putting me in a difficult position here.
What can I say? I'm not the Grand Master for nothing. I'm counting on you, Honorary Knight.
Wait. The forces of the Wild Hunt come surging forth, and the final expedition is at hand. The next part of the story is more contiguous. For the best experience, it is recommended that you spare more time for it. I have left more time, don't worry. I know that usually I stop my stream around this time, but when a new patch comes, I make sure to leave more time for myself to deal with everything. So let's go. Wait, is this the same thing? No, it's not! Fated warrior at the Pillar of Emblem not cry. Talk to Yehoda. The god who seeks answers returns to the ley lines as the knight pursuing justice plunges into the abyss. The threads of fate appear to be sealed. That's a big difference than before. Before they were saying that they were ever changing, and now it's returned to being sealed.
Fill me in. What's the situation?
We ran into resistance almost as soon as we set off. Albedo said we should split into 2 teams and continue searching while he and the others kept the Wild Hunt occupied.
Good call. Locating the wolf spirit fragment is our key objective. I would have made the same decision.
Well, it seems the enemy figured as much too. Now, both search teams are in big trouble. Oh, I brought a map. This should make things clearer. Before we ran into trouble, this is the search area we decided on.
I really love what they've been doing with maps these days.
The 2 teams are holed up here and here. They should have a clear idea of the fragment's location by now.
But the Wild Hunt is stopping them from relaying messages back, right? Do we have any more troops available to provide backup?
We can't spare troops from any of the fronts right now. That just leaves us with...
The logistics company is standing by.
Hanefa!
Designated drop point reached. Initiating situation report. The logistics company was assisting Aino with the production of the strategic reserve. But after learning of the situation on the front line, they requested to be dispatched immediately. They are currently nearby awaiting orders.
Amazing. Just in the nick of time.
Hey, seeing as you can fly and all, shouldn't you be the one out here delivering messages?
Oh, Yehoda, the traveler can even teleport.
I regret to say that without the workshop's catapult, and with my short-distance propulsion module on cooldown, I will only be able to return to the battlefield after another 5 minutes. Please, keep up the good work, Yehoda. The logistics company has very limited provisions, only enough for a single battle. Which team should they support?
Please don't make me choose.
Both. Once one team has been rescued, the remaining forces will be free to support the other. We'll move out immediately. Yehoda, keep up the good work with the comms.
If they had made me choose who to save, either Flince's or Albedo's team, I would have just sat here like the mule with the 2 piles of hay, and both of them would have died because I wouldn't have been able to decide.
Sure thing. Leave it to me.
Logistics company joined the squad. A logistics squad carrying a large cache of explosives. Varka can command them to set ambushes, using the terrain to strike enemy units that have strayed from their group. Wait, I'm actually supposed to do something? Oh my, there is so much to read. Oh my, how am I going to read all this? Okay. Reinforcements for the Knights of Avonius. Formed at Albedo's suggestion, this Knights of Avonius squad was sent deep into the battlefield to investigate. On their return, they were ambushed by a horde of Wild Hunt. Despite their elite status, they still struggle to withstand the unending assault. Bones of the Abyss trapped squad Knights of Avonius. A squad of Knights of Avonius whose ferocity is on show in both taverns and battlefields. Varka can command them to launch fierce attacks on specific targets. Once free, the Knights of Avonius will return to the Grand Master's command. Oh, this is such a cute picture here. Okay, wait. Okay. These are the two I actually have to reinforce. Okay, let's read everything first. Reinforcements for the Lightkeepers. Formed at Liyue's suggestion, this Lightkeeper squad was sent deep into the battlefield to investigate. On their return, they were ambushed by a horde of wild hunt. Despite their experienced nature, they still struggle to withstand the unending assault. Pawns of the Abyss are these trapped squad Lightkeepers, a Lightkeeper squad working in concert with the Knights of Favonius. Varka can command them to reveal targets in the mist at opportune moments. Once free, the Lightkeepers will temporarily fall under Varka's command. Okay, all to fight for. The main expeditionary force is locked in fierce hand-to-hand fighting with the Wild Hunt. Albedo has suggested splitting off 2 squads to continue reconnaissance while the rest hold the line. Victory on the battlefield isn't determined solely by the action at the center, and it is much the same when facing the seemingly endless abyssal onslaught. None shall pass. The abyssal forces seem to have also grasped the key to this battle. Several Wild Hunt units attempt to break off and disrupt the investigation squads. Standing before them is a cluster of flickering lanterns, barring their path. Only Flynn's here. And last but not least, parameter balance. Now that I think about it, isn't Durin also able to fly? Why does it have to be me delivering the letter? Probably because Grandmaster Varka's got a Varka vouch for you. Come on, now's really not the moment to crank up your humor. That's not gonna help anything. Detection. Your tension level has decreased significantly. Alright, not completely useless then. Once your cooldown's over, hurry up and catch up, metal face luckhead. No, I don't want to be rude to Inefa. Okay. Okay. I think Varka should help the logistics company first. Because I don't doubt their strength. However, the Lightkeepers are trained specifically to fight with the Wild Hunt, and also there are 4 of them, while there are only 3 of these. So I want to help them first. But I also feel very bad if one of these people dies and then Liyue loses another teammate. I'm so sorry, I have to save the knights. A reinforced battlefield. Okay, let's go.
Ah! It's the Wild Hunt! Come on, let's go help!
Let's go, as fast as we
Something's
can.
not right. The Wild Hunt's offensive doesn't seem to be getting any weaker as the battle goes on. Are they getting reinforcements from somewhere?
Any subordinate of the professor lurking around?
Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm. Logistics company, scout out the area. Look for terrain we can use to our advantage.
Yes, sir. Reporting in, sir. We've identified viable sites for deploying explosives.
They just looked around, but okay.
Good. Wait for my signal.
Wait, what? Switch to Varka to command?
Logistics company, deploy!
Just let me fight! Come on, that will be much faster than explosive.
Honorary Knight! Thank goodness you're here.
Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. However many we kill, more keep coming.
Just as I thought. Well, they're about to get a shock to the system. We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their numbers. We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready.
Oh, this is so awesome! I love his fighting style.
Sunder! Is that the signal to say they're ready?
Oh no! Did I almost
On
kill
me.
Varka already?
Maria sweeping in! Sunder! Burn! Shred him!
Oh, his charged attack is so cool!
Sunder! It's showtime! Fall back!
Yes, sir.
It's gonna leave us. Burn! Up the ante!
I really hope that Nico has a shield.
Sunder!
I am not careful with him at all.
Maria sweeping in! Up the ante!
What happened with all the knights?
Up the ante!
Wait, am I supposed to just come here?
On
I
me!
was just having fun fighting.
Ready? Fire! The enemy has sustained heavy casualties. Should be a while before they're strong enough to pose a real threat again.
I don't want to be rude to the Lightkeepers, but I think they should take some notes of this strategy.
Use this time to catch your breath and fill me in on everything you've learned.
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
Aino has come as well?
That's not exactly very narrow.
We split the search area between us and the Retniki. Maybe they'll be able to narrow it down further?
Either way, I was about to go lend them a hand next anyway. Do you think you guys can keep up?
Absolutely. Good to go, Grandmaster.
Knights of Avonia's squad joined the team. A squad of Knights of Avonia's whose ferocity is on show in both taverns and battlefields. Varka can command them to launch fierce attacks on specific targets.
We've run right through our supplies. We'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that tries to stage a comeback. Now that they've lost their numerical advantage, they're no match for us. Focus on supporting the other team.
Logistics company left the squad. The logistics squad has exhausted its tactical reserves and has decided to remain here. Okay. Combat upgrade.
Inefa, I'm here to install your cooling module.
I know.
How did you... I snuck in behind the logistics company. They kept saying this place was dangerous, but they don't know the safest place is right next to you.
That is correct. From now on, please remain within my line of sight. Absolutely. Battlefield Messenger. This is my job. I'll get it there, whatever it takes. On a war-torn battlefield, a messenger flying through the air is an even more conspicuous target. But for Yahoda, who spent her career treasure hunting and mastering the art of stealth, she is the perfect messenger for vital information. However, Yahoda herself clearly hasn't yet realized why Varka places so much trust in her. Draco Rubedo and the Kryden Prince. Inextinguishable flames hold the Abyss's advance with waves of searing heat. The Kryden Prince seals off the Wild Hunt's retreat with earth and stone. To buy more time for the reconnaissance squads, the expedition's main force is spinning the Wild Hunt firmly in place. Watching the two fight side by side, Anselm, the officer in charge of holding the line, can't help but think, Grandmaster, you were right. Those who were once Mondstadt's greatest fear have now become the Knight's most reliable allies. Oh, that's so heartwarming. Okay, wait, is this the same as before? Yes, okay, I don't need to read this at the very least. A lantern never shines alone. Holding his position, Flynn encounters reinforcements both familiar and unexpected. The Wild Hunt's offensive has slowed on every front. It looks like they've committed their entire force. The Lightkeepers rushing in from Pyramida gather behind Liyue, forming a river of starlight. A message from the old man. Rooting out the Wild Hunt is every Lightkeeper's duty. We shan't pass off our burden to our friends from afar. Oh, okay, let's go. Reinforce battlefield. Thank you for holding on.
Looks like the same situation here. They just keep coming, wave after wave.
I was very afraid that when we come here, after the first reinforcement, there will be only 3 or 2 left out of the 4. But it's all 4 here, which is very good.
Reinforcements. Hey, you keep them busy while we work on getting rid of this god-awful mist.
Understood. Everyone got that? It's up to us to hold them off.
Yes, sir!
Let's go.
Burn! Up the ante! Up the ante!
What is he saying when he attacks? I can't hear it well.
Thunder!
Not the thunder one, the other one.
Burn! Maria sweeping in! Up the ante!
Of VNT?
Hey! They're running out of steam! Now's your chance!
Affirmative. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's their source. It was hidden in the mist. If we destroy that, the
Knights of Favonius, charge!
I should wait for them to finish what they're saying. Was that it?
Ooh, I'm glad that's finally over.
brave knights, on behalf of the Lightkeepers, I thank you for your assistance.
There's no need to be so formal. When it comes to the Abyss, we're all in this together. Now, please tell me everything you've learned.
Very well. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
Yes! Now it feels like we're finally closing in on our target.
I'll say. We're sure to face fierce resistance from the Wild Hunt, though. Is everyone willing to keep fighting with us?
It would be our pleasure, Mr. Varka.
Lightkeeper squad joined the squad. A Lightkeeper squad working in concert with the Knights of Favonius. Varka can command them to reveal targets in the mist at opportune moments.
Much obliged. All right, the target is just up ahead. Move out!
The final battle approaches. Under Varka's command, both squads have broken through the encirclement, and the location of the final Wolf Spirit Shard has been revealed. The Wild Hunt forces begin to converge on the final battlefield, while allies and reinforcements rally together, buying every last moment they can for the final expedition ahead. And the final expedition. Oh, so everyone is going to stay here to fight. Oh, even if it's a tiny cutscene, I would really wish to see them fight a bit. The final expedition. The location of the Wolf Spirit Shard has been deduced using the information gathered by the two reconnaissance squads. However, the Wild Hunt's counterattack is guaranteed to be fiercer than ever. With your guiding light in hand and your sword unsheathed, ready to cut through all obstacles, it's time to embark on the final expedition. Let's go.
The hiding in the mist trick again. These guys must be easily amused.
Varka has a way of with words.
You all know the drill. The Knights of Favonius will engage the enemy while the Lightkeepers dispel the mist. Everyone, follow my signals.
Yes, sir!
Let's go.
Burn! Sunder! Sunder! Burn!
Lightkeepers, prepare to dispel the mist.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
These are very similar to what was happening in Natlan, right? We had to destroy those kinds of, I don't know, totems or whatever that the Abyss was creating in order to actually stop the Abyssal corruption from spreading.
Sunder! Up the ante!
Time to counterattack!
Up the ante! Maria sweeping in! Burn! Sunder!
Rally to the Grandmaster! Charge!
Charge!
Oh, his burst is so awesome when you actually see it without the animation.
Ugh, this wild hunt doesn't know when to give up.
Varka, you go ahead.
Traveler!
Mr. Varka, leave this to us.
Just like last time. Only a Knight of Boreas can deal with a wolf spirit, right?
Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster. We can hold our own.
And I'm here too. Now hurry up and go.
Ha, that's the spirit. Stay on your toes and make the Knights of Favonius proud. Either we all march back to Mondstadt together, or no one does.
This is the final battle.
The final fragment is right there. Don't let me down.
Is something wrong with Varka? Why is the screen going like this again? Oh, red. Varka? Will he be able to hold that sword with all of those fragments in it?
It seems you have collected them all, Knight of Boreas.
Yeah, and with no corrupted fragments or ambushes along the way. I have to commend your chivalry, Sir Roland.
A true knight does not resort to underhanded tactics. Were this body not a false one created by the Wild Hunt, nor would I countenance those monsters to taint our duel with their presence. If you need a moment to rest, take it. Victory will be mine, regardless of whether the path to it is the one I would wish for.
Interesting. So much of his soul is intact. He's so much like himself. It's kind of scary.
Save your breath. If you want to fight, let's fight!
As you wish. Then let us settle our unfinished duel, here and now.
Is everyone all right?
My granny fights better than these rookies. It's Egbert I'm worried about. You still alive?
He's not Tofin, so how many tough grannies are there in Notcry?
For a moment there, I thought I might never taste the sweet wine of Mondstadt again.
That's the real issue, right?
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us. We can take care of ourselves.
You're the only one still standing. Honorary Knight, find the Grand Master.
We can't lose our Varka. Please, you have to find him.
Got it. Varka, I hope your plan is still gonna work.
You're holding back, Knight of Boreas. I can tell you do not wish to strike me down. This duel does no justice to the way of chivalry. I wield the power of a god, while you dare not swing your sword with true intent. If you continue on this path, you will die.
His plan is to make him realize that he needs to go to the ley lines, right?
Your plan is doomed to fail. How can a helpless lamb hope to tame the heart of a wolf when the wolf has seen through the lamb's plan?
Ha ha ha. You're on to me already, huh?
Andrias's question, Boreas's answer, the means to bear a soul. I knew it all 500 years ago. Though the false path may be wide and welcoming, only destruction lies at its end. It is time to crush your futile hope!
Oh my... No!
It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell. Join me and pledge your allegiance to the abyss, Knight of Boreas. One day you will understand that the only righteous path for those of true virtue is the path of darkest truths.
Okay, this art goes so hard. But is his backup plan to actually take all those parts of the soul within himself?
For the next part, it's over to you.
Or within the Traveler?
Outlander who caught the wind. The sword is unbroken, but I can't sense the wolf spirit.
Did the spirit enter inside him? And what the Traveler actually needs to do is now separate his soul from Andreas' soul, right? That is the backup plan?
Looks like I'm no longer in reality. This must be a space built from the entangled consciousnesses of Boreas and Roland. There's no way back. And all that lies ahead is the wolf's maw.
He's literally inside the wolf's maw.
Huh. Guess the only way is through.
Lonely warrior. Continue onward. Even if you had an army of 10,000 men, in the end, you must face this fight alone. Step forward, lonely warrior. This place is amazing. I'm always interested in the choice of flowers and vegetation they put in different domains. Like there are no coincidences, there is a reason for each thing that is here.
A Favonius sword. Who left this here?
Roland?
Lonely warrior, take me to see him.
Rostam. Rostam's longing. This very quiet music is so beating.
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince?
Isn't that the sword that Razor gave us?
Stormwind! Maria sweeping in!
The longing within the blade seems to something. Use the special skill to dispel the filth.
Is this the fairest shadow? It doesn't look like an imitation.
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
I have a bit of a creepy question. Are we literally going down his spine? Because these things look like ribs to me. and it's starting to
The
get...
scent that reeks of blood appears to be getting stronger.
Yeah, it's starting to get very creepy. Okay.
Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles.
Hold elemental skill to pass the obstacle. Oh, that was awesome. Okay. I was going to pull for him either way. Wait, that blade. Isn't that Wolf's gravestone? I can see it very tiny from here, but I bet it is.
Try to keep up!
I did something stupid. Okay, it's fine.
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained. And even the holiest god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Boreas, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice.
Surrender to the abyss. Malicious lies!
At the end was not his voice.
Charge!
Was that veritable? The visionary? I can never say his name.
Huh?
Maria sweeping in! Stormwind! Stormwind! Maria sweeping in!
My old friend.
It was Wolf's gravestone.
This is not where your path ends. You must continue on.
Interesting. This looks like the door in Enkanomiya.
This wind feels less than welcoming. I'd better take shelter.
Okay. Basically, I have to hide until the wind stops. No. Okay, let's wait for the next one.
On me.
Huh? Oh, that was not fair.
I can't hide from it!
You must deliver it.
I was almost there.
Your path cannot end here.
You draw near to the heart of the wolf.
Interesting. Oh, 3 swords infused with the wind's power?
Even if you had an army of 10,000 men, in the end, you must face this fight alone. Lonely warrior. Step forward.
Ciao. I absolutely adore this domain. What they've done with... Oh my... I thought this was the abyss here. What they done with Andreas's kind of fighting ground and made it into this? Absolutely goosebumps.
Is this the heart of the wolf?
Roland!
After countless bloody battles, trials, tribulations, and hardships, I, with my mortal flesh and blade, attained power to rival that of the gods. But you know better than I that a mortal's prime is fleeting. In 5 years, maybe 10, age will snatch your strength. The power you take such pride in will fade to naught, disappearing like dust in the wind. Your fame will be as fleeting as firewood beneath the starry sky. Lit at dusk, dead by dawn. Utterly insignificant.
Oh yeah? Be that as it may, the fires that burn down here blaze more brilliantly than the light of 1,000 stars.
with wolves? So, in the end, it wasn't only obsession.
They blaze for but a moment. 100 years from now, your earthly flame will be long snuffed out. And those you once illuminated will be left cowering in the cold and empty night.
Ha! No. They'll remember me in 100 years, just as I remember all of you from centuries ago. That's the thing about firewood. From the embers of a dying flame, a new fire arises, burning bigger and brighter than ever before.
Tell him, Varka. I was going to say, aside from the obsession, I guess he was a bit... He wanted something for himself. He was selfish. He wanted to continue living on. He was primed to be a victim of the abyss. Did I miss him?
A knight's duty is to save others, not demand things from them. How can one call themselves a knight while placing their hopes in generations to come?
Well, as long as I put an end to you here and now, I won't need to rely on anyone else. Now, show yourself, Roland!
Put an end to me? Your body and mind are already at the limit of what they can bear. It is only a matter of time before they yield and crumble. But if this is your final request...
Where are you?
I shall do as you wish. Knight of Boreas.
Huh. You're not quite how I imagined you. You don't seem half as crazed as the memories contained in the wolf spirit.
Not once have I strayed from the righteous path. But when I look at you, I do not see a hero capable of slaying dragons. Just a lost soul who has wandered far too long. A shadow of the knight you once were.
To say that to Varka, who gave up on the fame he would have earned if he had actually slayed the dragon?
I guess we have that much in common. Neither of us are at our peak.
The Rayhir of Solnari's forces have been defeated. And the Roland you see is but an imperfect image cast by the Abyss. I wield the power that Roland did at his peak, but my heart and mind remain frozen in that blood-stained moment. Therefore, I, in my current form, am flawed. A knight cannot bear their own stagnation. After redeeming you from injustice and guiding your surrender to the Abyss, I shall rectify myself and continue to follow the knightly path.
This guy is even more lost than Rerir.
Huh. The world out there can bear no more of your torment. Your obsession, clearly, remains exactly as I had imagined. I suppose there's no chance to make you see the light.
No words can make a knight doubt his convictions, no matter how noble they may sound. Neither of us will sway the other, but you have long known this truth. Otherwise, why would you pin all your hopes on Boreas' single thought? But now the blade that once housed the wolf spirit has been shattered, and all you hold is a phantom that bears its form. You no longer have the means to change the situation, and no one will come to your rescue. This place shall be your graveyard, lonely warrior.
Huh. Maybe you're partly right. But I think I might just have a shot at a rescue.
What do you mean?
There's only one person's mind I need to change, and it isn't yours. Forgetting where we are? This is the heart of Andrias, god of the North Wind.
He was listening all this time?
Andrias, can you hear me? Wake up! You are the great god of the North Wind. How long will you allow yourself to suffer the domination of the Abyss?
If this is your final gambit, I am most disappointed, Knight of Boreas. Grand displays of heartfelt wishes cannot summon miracles. This world shows no such mercy to its inhabitants.
Return. Return to the ley lines.
Already affected by those shards.
This is my choice. My memory. Is this the answer that I found at my journey's end?
Yes.
Andrias, at long last, I have delivered your token back into your heart.
A Knight of Boreas. Watch on. This is all that a wolf can hope to do for humankind.
On behalf of all humanity, I thank you, Lord of Wolves.
Boreas is returning to the ley lines. But why? Your sword is broken. You no longer have the means to bear his soul. Unless... surely not.
He took it inside himself. He's betting on the Traveler that she can separate his soul later on.
Begging for miracles is a futile endeavor. I know better than that. But a sword is just one kind of vessel. There are other ways to store a soul.
This is epic. This is absolutely epic.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
Even if it is not my intention, the soul of Lupus Boreas will inevitably ravage, devour, and assimilate a mortal heart. As if human and wolf were being forcefully merged into one being.
If a mortal heart is to bear the soul of a god, this is a path that cannot be retraced. Yet, I shall not dissuade a knight from embarking on the quest of his own choosing.
That was what the captain was saying to him before this line in the video. Varka was prepared to do this even before he knew that the Traveler could separate a soul.
Your heart, your soul, they are collapsing. Now I see.
You were wondering how a lamb could tame the heart of a wolf. Isn't that right? Here's my answer. You get the wolf to swallow the heart.
The wolf spirit within the sword was merely a decoy. The true thoughts and memories were carried within your heart. To avoid arousing my suspicion, you deliberately allow Lupus Boreas' soul to assimilate your own, then be devoured by me. But how did you have the strength to fight while bearing such a great burden?
Compared to Lupus Boreas' decision, my sacrifice is nothing.
You have a stubborn will and employed an exceptional strategy. But this is not the way a true knight fights. The choice you have made is a flawed one.
You can't stop him now, Roland.
Your soul is now merged with that of Andreas. When he fully joins the ley lines, you too will fall.
Not necessarily.
Neither Barbados nor the Traveler will be able to anchor your soul from within the ley lines, let alone rescue you. You have lost, and so have I. Regrettably, I can no longer offer you salvation. May your soul rest in peace with Boreas, lonely warrior.
Ah, he looks so awesome here. That sword. Is that sword an actual item in the game? I don't think I've seen this one.
Haha, lonely. Sorry to disappoint you, but as much as it sounded like the perfect ending for both of us to return to the ley lines together, the fact is that, unlike the true Roland of the past, I still have fine wine and good friends to get back to. They're looking forward to my triumphant return. I'm not ready to accept my fate just yet.
Ding dong! You've got mail!
See?
Until I return, I leave them in your care. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you. Come on, to Mondstadt.
Dear Grandmaster.
To Varka. To Varka.
Family.
Low pig call.
Poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. Make sure they all get delivered, Outlander who caught the wind.
Grandmaster.
Master.
Varka. Varka.
Go Varka! He's the right to us!
For Varka.
The thoughts of others anchor you, reversing the assimilation. Using your connections, relying on outside help. This is not the way of a knight. The Abyss can sustain me no longer. But now, countless souls who died unjustly will emerge to prevent your return. If you believe in your path, then grant them release. Carve your way out through bloodshed. Varka, mightiest knight of Boreas.
This is how it ends. Throw the plan out of the window. Fight my way to victory. Well, that suits me just fine!
Oh!
A knight is always true to their word. So please, keep your promise and return victorious.
You are not alone. Right back at you, Varka.
That was so epic! Oh my, I really wish they didn't put me right in a fight so I can say what I thought. The letters.
Blows southward. May it guide you on your journey home.
this was already so epic with the Traveler getting even more control over her powers. But now, with the letters, with this idea that the people around you are the ones that anchor you in Teyvat, just like for Durin. Oh my, I'm supposed to run! Absolutely epic. Come on, Varka, please.
Leave
please.
it all to me.
Noel? Okay, it's going to be fine, right?
Freeze!
Yes.
There's an ice-cold drink with your name on it. Ready when you are.
Don't go dying in a place like this, Varka.
I'll try not to.
On me. Up the ante! Charge! Sunder!
Was that an achievement? For what? Oh my, I haven't read my achievements in such a long time. I have a backlog of like maybe 100 already to read through. Wait, I'm supposed to run. Run. But that was so close.
On me. Stormwind!
No time to fight them. Where am I supposed to go? Here.
Stormwind!
Fly home to us, Grandmaster!
Ooh.
No, that's so close. Did I make it? Oh my.
Spread your wings and soar toward a new dawn.
Why?
Fate's chosen Lupacol.
Why were Vandy's words kind of with visual subtitles?
Fry! Up the ante! Maria's sweeping in! Sunder! One final battle!
Oh, that was awesome.
Walk forward and do not look back.
Varka, now I know the meaning of my name.
After the lengths you've made everyone go for you, you'd better make sure to thank us all properly when you get back.
You know, I have a lot of things to update you on, but they can wait until you're back.
I have no intention of returning to the Knights of Favonius, but I trust you will find a way to manage on your own.
Grandmaster, we're all waiting for you.
I'm not doing too bad a job as Grandmaster, am I?
Absolutely not.
I'll take that silence as your approval. Everything you swore to protect with your lives, it's all still here, safe and sound. The Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt, and the oath sworn by every knight. I'll protect them all with my life. And so, I'll deliver that letter on your behalf.
Is there a piece of Roland that is not corrupted? Sword.
I know it's just a shadow of the real Roland, but if you have the time, could you please read it for him? Rostam and Arundelen, they never forgot you. Phew. This has been one long expedition. From here on out, I think I'll let the wind lead.
Wait, is he really back in Mondstadt?
Hey everyone, it's been a mighty long time. I'm thrilled to see you all again.
Is that a dream?
Welcome back, Grandmaster.
Wait, he was almost absorbed by the ley lines, right? And this tree right here in Mondstadt, it is connected to them, right?
Yeah, I'm home.
That was epic. What more can you want? Everything with the Wild Hunt has been done so freakingly good. The whole Notcry expansion, like the atmosphere, the feelings you get when you fight with them, the way they've weaved all these stories together. Lonely Warrior, in Windrise Mondstadt, Talk to Varka. Poems are vessels for emotions. Letters are couriers of longing. Those who tread solitary paths are seldom followed by loneliness.
It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. So, is there anything you'd like to talk about? Now's your chance before I get dragged off to the office.
About your plan. How could you decide on this before you even know that I, the Traveler, can do whatever they're supposed to do?
The sword was just a decoy. I carried his soul in my own heart. That was the plan I was most certain would work. The second half, though, using everyone's thoughts to guide me back out of the ley lines, I wasn't too sure that would work out.
All jokes aside, what would you have done if the Traveler hadn't been able to separate the wolf spirit from Roland's influence?
Initially, I was planning to have Barbatos carry out that step. But when I approached him about it, he said there was a much more suitable candidate. The Outlander who caught the wind.
Can Venti do this?
Turns out our trust was not misplaced. Thank you.
But what if I'd failed?
Then, I guess we'd have had to get Barbatos to send a wind to blow me back home.
Varka.
But it would have come at a heavy price, and with no guarantee of success. Besides, I'd rather not have him expend that kind of power.
Invoking the power of an Archon. How steep a price are we talking?
It's a good question. A glass of the finest dandelion wine, perhaps? No doubt I'd have to pay for it with a secret stash of cash in my office.
You may make light of it, Varka, but I doubt it.
You're dreaming if you think it would have come that cheap.
It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face.
About the expedition.
Well, with the shadow of Roland vanquished, the Wild Hunt won't be able to consolidate their forces for the foreseeable future. A few knights will remain on rotation at the Nodcry stronghold, but everyone else will be sent home in waves. Albedo and Duran will come back with the first wave, so you should have the chance to see them again soon. It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. My future. Huh. You may already have learned of this from Barbatos or the Hexen Circle, but I glimpsed a reflection of the future in Barbarloth's scryglass.
You saw an abyssal calamity in the north, right?
Correct. Although, as things stand now, I believe we may have changed the course of the future, thanks in no small part to you. Still, after I've tied up some loose ends with the Knights of Favonius, I'll need to make another trip back north. There's still a lot of work to be done at the Nodcry stronghold.
So Jing will continue to be the acting grandmaster after all?
Besides, the first group of knights who volunteered to stay there have yet to be relieved of their duty. How could I simply abandon them?
How noble. But be honest, your main reason for going back to Nodcry is so you can dump all your work here on Jean again, isn't it?
It is.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, that smile said it all. Aren't you gonna say something in your defense? Don't just stand there grinning.
I'm only pulling your leg. You'll be seeing a lot more of me in Mondstadt from now on. It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. So, is there anything you'd like to talk about? Now's your chance before I get dragged off to the office.
I have no more questions, Varka. You complete madman.
All right, then. I'm gonna stay here and enjoy the breeze for a little longer. For all the wine in the world, there's no feeling as intoxicating as the wind from your hometown after a long time away.
Absolute beast of a quest. I don't know what you all think of this quest, but absolutely amazing. Like, I've already said many of the things that I liked about it, and I'm going to continue talking while I don't show you my screen. I'm sorry. I want to change to my main account because I want to wish for Varka already. But so many things were amazing, okay? I'm not going to go over all of them right now. I'm sorry to say this, but I do have one tiny thing that I'm a bit disappointed with. And that is that we never got to fight with Roland or with his, well, reflection. And, like, he looked like such an awesome antagonist to have, and I understand why we didn't get to fight with him. Like, narratively speaking, it makes sense. But the way they had teased him in the trailers and everything, I really wanted to fight him as well. I'm sorry. That is my one and only regret about this quest. Everything else I absolutely loved. Like, I don't think there were any weak points in the quest at all. I might be wrong. I'll be replaying it on my main account either way. By the way, welcome. This is my main account. I'm playing with Columbina because I love how she runs. And because there is no more time, I'm super late. Like, I should have finished, even with the extra time, I should have finished like 15 minutes ago. So, let's pull Varka. And Obedo. But first, Varka, I have more than enough wishes for him. And my history, I have literally just got Columbina, and I got her with capturing Gradients. So I will probably lose 50-50 now. That's just how things work on this account. But if I'm lucky, I may get a Sucrose or two. I have only one copy of Sucrose, and that was a reward from the Hex and Zerko homework thing. So, yeah, let's go. Varka, please, I did your quest. Come home. Come here. Come to my account, please. I promise I won't kill you like Flynn's. Okay, this is basically the second 10 pull because Columbina was, you know, there was like 9 PT already. Okay. Can I get Sucrose, please? Okay, I can't. Never mind. Never bad thing to get a Favonius Lance. Let's go. I have so many Bennets, I haven't even counted them. Can I get a double 4-star? Or is that too greedy? Okay, it was too greedy. I really have bad luck on this account, like very, very bad luck. So, what was that, 30? So 40? Yeah. Even if Sucrose is on the banner, the game would prefer to give me another Animo character rather than her. I don't know why Sucrose hates me. I've done nothing bad to her, honestly. Hello, Lynette. Thank you. 50. Yeah. Sucrose! Thank you for coming at least once. I have only C1 of Xiangling as well, I think. And I do use Xiangling. My Sucrose is level 1, but Xiangling I do use. Let's go, 60. Yay! The 50 Bennett. Not even one tiny little double until now, right? 70. Yeah, it won't be early. Oh, Sucrose! Yay! I won't be leveling her up even if I get her though. I don't have enough Animo crystals for anything right now. And I have to level up Varka, so... Yeah, I'm sorry, Sucrose. You're doing so great. Let's go to 80. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Great, Xiangling. Please, just don't be a weapon. That's the only thing I'm asking you, please. It's not a weapon. The wrong animo person, though. I told you. I told you that I won't win 50-50. This is the reason. This is the reason I save 180 for every character. Let's go, 90. Yep. This one will probably not be early either. If you're new here, that's just how wishes go on my account. Like, I've accepted it. I don't know if you can feel the pain in my voice, but it's there. Oh, wait. With that, I get C4 Gene, which is very good. Let's go, 100. C4 Gene gives 40% animo resistance decrease, so I will be pairing her up with Varka. Yay, Xiangling. What was that? 110? And this 120, I lost count. Whatever it is, it's going to be bad. Very, very, very bad. Yay! Sucrose. Oh, and Favonia's bow. That's never bad. Wasn't... Oh, I did get a few doubles already, right? See? It's not so bad. Not so bad at all. 130. Ah. It's starting to get sad. Yay. Kenneth. I wish I could make you already see 70 or something. You will be so powerful. Let's go, 140, I think. I'm starting to feel the pain a bit too much. Great, great. Lots of Favonius weapons. That's not bad. 150, right? Well, it's not like I didn't... It's not like I didn't tell you this. I told you. I told you. Ah, 160, let's go. Come on. Did I miscount? I really hope I miscounted once. Because if not, I'll really be going to 90 for the second one, and that's ridiculous. Even for my standards, okay? Come on, please, Varka, please. I'm begging you. Thank you. Thank you.
Allow me to introduce myself again, though you're probably bored of hearing it by now. I am Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt's Knight of Boreas. I'm here to fulfill the Favonian pledge. I swear by my sword you shall not fall while I stand.
Thank you, Varka. Thank you for finally coming. Oh, that was painful. Even by my standards, these pulls were very, very painful. But I still have more. I'm not missing Albedo this time. Okay, I know that I currently lost so many of my Primo Gems. I know this. But I wanted Albedo the first time when they had this chronicled wish for Mondstadt, which was 2 years ago. Okay? And I didn't have Primo Gems at that point, and I couldn't wish for him. So it is time. Let's go. I'm ready to experience pain once more. Come on. Honestly, it's been so much pain with Varka, I kind of want to skip them already. Kaya! I mean, it is the chronicled wish for Mondstadt, but this is the first time I see Kaya like this. Okay, I'll take it. I won't skip them. This was awesome. Let's go. Can I get another Kaya? I have Kaya built on my account. The stringless? This is only my second stringless ever, I think. I can make Fisho stronger. Okay, I like this. Let's go. This is the third one. Hi, Bennett. Long time no see. Oh, minute, I think. By the way, I didn't show you this, but I hadn't wished on the Chronicled banner ever on this account, so yeah, everything started from 0. Just to be clear, 40. Or was it 50? I lost count again. I think it was 40. Okay. I haven't used the rust on anyone, I think. I do have it. I don't know who this bow is good for. 50. If I lose the 50-50 here as well, it would be so sad. And if both of them are at heart pity, it would be even sadder. Hi, Bennett. Okay. Bennett really likes this account for some reason. Maybe because it's unlucky. Everything clicks now. 60. Oh my. Sure. Great. Wait, what's this? The alley flash? I don't have this weapon. Dahlia, nice to see someone that's not Bennett. I don't have you leveled up, but sure. So many things. Oh. Oh, it's with Elemental Mastery? It increases damage dealt by the character equipping this weapon by 12%. Interesting, I've never seen this weapon before. A straight okay. This is not the bookworm challenge here. This is normal account. Is it 70? Or 80 already? I don't remember. Okay. Never mind. After such a good luck in the previous pool. Oh my, wine and song? I don't have this weapon either. Okay, very interesting new things for the main account. That's not bad. Okay, this is 80. Please, please. Please be Obedo. Please don't make me poo again on the Chronicled banner. Oh, Archons, all of you, please. Yes!
I am Albedo, Chief Alchemist of the Knights of Favonius. You carry the aura of the stars. Interesting. I would like to study you, if you do not mind. I'm certain we will have many opportunities to be alone in the future.
Okay, that was a very suspicious line, but I don't mind. Thank you, Obedo. I'm free. I have fish of C6. I don't have to wish more. I want the 50-50. Honestly, this was a far more important 50-50 to win.
Would you like to go?
Than the Varka one. Because Varka, you know, I lose a few more 50-50s and I get the capturing radiance. And that is more than enough for me, honestly. Where is Varka? I have him. I don't have a great sword for him, do I? I have no idea what will be good for him. Maybe this one. Okay, never mind. I have them. Okay, everyone, it is so freakishly late for me. Like, I have to go right this minute. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. And I hope that you enjoyed Varka's quest. I think it was a great story quest. But I have to go. Thank you everyone and see you another time. Bye bye for now.